Hiya, this is Shannon K, and you're watching me on Bollywood Helpline. पहला ये पहला प्यार तेरा मेरा सोने पहली ये मुलाकात है. The movie about traveling, about biking, about life in general, full of motivation and a little bit of comedy, a little bit of romance. I think it's a mix of everything.
मैम फिल्म देखकर आपके पापा ने क्या कहा ये बताइए.
I was very nervous when he was coming down to watch the movie. He saw the trailer, he liked it, but watching the movie and watching my performance, I was like, I had butterflies in my stomach. But he liked it, he enjoyed it. When they used to set up like the camera and the locations, so Sanjay sir, myself, Vivek Daya, Vivan Sharma, like all of us, the entire like cast and team used to just sit on the floor and he used to play his music and we used to just like vibe and chill. So it was really fun.
हेलो एंड हाय, यू आर वाचिंग बॉलीवुड हेल्पलाइन एंड दिस इज़ आयुष तिवारी. मस्ती और इन्जॉय का पिटारा कर लो ऑन, क्योंकि आज हमारे साथ है शनौन. जी हाँ दोस्तों, हेलो मैम, बॉलीवुड हेल्पलाइन में आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है. क्या कहना चाहेंगे मैम, आपकी फिल्म आ चुकी है, किस तरीके के रिस्पॉन्सेस आ रहे हैं और कैसी रही आपकी जर्नी?
Thank you so much for having me, first of all. And Chal Zindagi has been an amazing experience for me to work on. And I'm so glad, so happy, so grateful for all the people that have watched the movie so far. They have really loved it and got feedback. Their feedbacks and their, great compliments have really made me feel like I did good in the movie. They're loving the songs and everything. So yeah, it's a great feeling.
मैम आपका कैरेक्टर कैसा है, क्या बताना चाहेंगे आप अपने कैरेक्टर के बारे में?
So my character's name is Sana, and she's a US student who is in love with music. So she comes down to Mumbai in search for authentic folk music, and she somehow convinces her parents to let her go on a solo trip on her Harley Davidson, and off she goes on a beautiful journey. And during the journey, she comes across these great characters and individuals who have their own story to tell, and they all decide to go to their dream destination, which is Leh Ladakh. So that is the movie about traveling, about biking, about life in general, full of motivation and a little bit of comedy, a little bit of romance. I think it's a mix of everything.
क्या बात है, बहुत बढ़िया. इस बात की मैम आपने ब्यूटीफुल की, तो मुझे ब्यूटीफुल से याद है कि आपका लोकेशन जो फिल्म का बहुत ज़्यादा ब्यूटीफुल है. तो शूटिंग के दौरान आपको लोकेशन के अंदर कितना क्या मज़ा है, कितनी क्या आप लोगों ने मस्ती की?
We had tons of fun actually, because the movie is based on road trips, so we made sure that we were as realistic as possible. So we used to actually go down through roads and through cars to get to one destination to another, and I think that was absolutely amazing for me, because it was my first time visiting Ladakh, Manali, Chandigarh, and B, because I had no internet access. So I was really just enjoying the whole, journey, the whole, nature, and communicating with the locals, having their sort of food, which is close to their region, lots of momos and maggies and all that kind of stuff, and chola bhatura in Chandigarh. So yeah, I think it was an epic fun in Leh Ladakh. I mean, the Pangong Lake was absolutely surreal. It was like a painting, and I remember like during when they used to set up like the camera and the locations, so Sanjay sir, myself, Vivek Daya, Vivan Sharma, like all of us, the entire like cast and team used to just sit on the floor and he used to play his music and we used to just like vibe and chill. So it was really fun.
क्या बात है मैम, आपने इस फिल्म से अपना डेब्यू किया है, तो कितना कुछ आपने इस फिल्म में क्या क्या सीखा और किस तरीके की मतलब आपने चीज़ें उस फिल्म से ली है?
I learned how to ride a bike, a little bit, not too much, but I think I learned enough to not get crushed under it. I mean, Harley Davidson, it was a challenge itself. And most importantly, I think I just learned how to not give up in life and how to just keep going, regardless of your age, regardless of where you are in life. If you have a dream, if you have a passion, just go for it. And the little things that make you happy are the most important ones. You don't need to win a lottery, you don't need a Ferrari, you don't need to show off on Instagram or anything like that. It's the little happiness, that sort of things that make you value what you have. So I think during the time, the filming, I learned that a lot. So yeah.
क्या बात है मैम फिल्म देखकर आपके पापा ने क्या कहा ये बताइए
I was very nervous when he was coming down to watch the movie. He saw the trailer, he liked it, but watching the movie and watching my performance, I was like, I had butterflies in my stomach. But he liked it. He enjoyed it. He enjoyed my performance. Obviously, this was it was my debut in Bollywood, so I'm sure there's lots of space for improvement. But I think it was just overall a very nice experience, and he liked it. He liked all the songs. He sang one of the songs, so yeah.
तो मैम आपने इस फिल्म में फर्स्ट टाइम बाइक चलाई थी
Yes.
तो कैसा मतलब किस तरीके से सीखा आपने कैसे रहा मतलब
So it was actually, when I was reading the script, it mentioned that Sana rides the bike as well. So I was like, oh my God, I gotta ride a bike. And then going through those, the roads, I mean, in Manali and Ladakh, I mean, those are not like the kind of roads you see out here in the streets. I mean, those are like very, up the hills and down, and they're very like narrow. So that was a fear of not falling, but yeah, so I had to I learned how to ride the bike a little bit. I remember the first time I sat on the bike just to test it out, I was literally like falling in slow motion with the bike, and I was like, I need a little bit of help here. So yeah, it's just a huge, Harley Davidson is a huge bike. And to be able to control that, you need to have strength, you need to have power. But the way that it just comes out on screen and the way that you look, you feel so powerful when you sit on it, was absolutely wonderful.
क्या बात है बढ़िया और इस फिल्म की शूटिंग के दौरान किस तरीके की आपने तकलीफ़ें प्रॉब्लम्स फेस की बिकॉज ये फर्स्ट टाइम आपने डेब्यू किया है ना तो क्या तरीके की आपके उस चीज़ को लेकर एक्सपीरियंस रहे जब कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स आई होगी तो
I would say the biggest challenge was, going with the weather. There were a lot of climate changes when we went down to Ladakh. First of all, the oxygen levels were pretty down low, and then we had like sudden climate changes in those areas as well. Like I remember Vivek Thaya and I were filming a scene, and we suddenly had a sandstorm, and like it used to be so cold, like I could barely deliver my dialogues. I would be like shivering. I'm like, I can't, and my hands used to freeze and everything. But it had its own fun. And then on the other side, we went to Chandigarh and Rajasthan, which was like completely opposite. So it was huge, like enormous heat, and I literally died. I was like, let me go back to Ladakh. So we had to face all of those challenges. And of course for me it was also the Hindi language, the little barrier that I have. But obviously I had Vivek Sharma sir to help me out with that, and also all my other fellow actors out there. So yeah.
क्या बात है मैम इस पूरे फिल्म की ऐसी कोई बेस्ट मेमोरी जो आप हमेशा अपने साथ रखेंगे
Best memory, I think all of it, every single moment was just beautiful. And right from the beginning, to going down to the beautiful Pangong Lake, I am so happy and grateful, first of all, for the opportunity, and second of all, to be able to really observe the nature. I think, after COVID, we sort of isolated ourselves from the world, or from nature. So going back there again, with just purity and simplicity, I think that was the best feeling, and we created some amazing memories down there. Also, food was great.
क्या बात है मैम हमारी बॉलीवुड की ऑडियंस जो आपको देख रही है आपके फ़ैन जिन्होंने आपको हमेशा इतना प्यार दिया उन्हें आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे
I would just like to say thank you so much for loving me so far and for appreciating my music, my songs. I have now stepped into acting, and I have come up with this beautiful movie called Chal Zindagi for you guys. I hope that you would definitely go down there and watch it and love the songs, love my performance. and I hope that you continue to support and love me. Thank you. I'll sing one of my dad's songs. पहला ये पहला प्यार तेरा मेरा सोने, पहली ये मुलाकात है, पहली ये मुलाकात है। जो कह रही है आँखें वो कह रही है बातें, जागा तू भी सारी रात है, जागा तू भी सारी रात है।